Hello, welcome to the House of the Spirit. Welcome home. Today we're asking for some guidance from our spirit guides, and I will start with choosing 3 animal oracle cards. Let's see what we have today. We have the Boar, and next we have the Doe, and the Water Dragon. Okay, so I will now show you the cards so that you can see which one of them speaks to you the most and what is the advice of your spirit guides today. Beautiful. So I'll leave the cards here for a little bit so that you can meditate and choose your card for today. So if you chose the Boar spirit, we are talking about a spirit that talks to us about the warrior in us, the leadership abilities, and the direction of our life. So I will now get us some tarot cards and see what this warrior spirit and leadership spirit has to say to us today. We have 4 of Pentacles with power. We have 3 of Wands. We have 5 of Swords. The Devil card. Queen of Swords. The Strength card. The Empress. Beautiful. So now I will get us some extra tarot cards from another deck so that we can have a different point of view about this specific energy of leadership and warrior spirit. Okay, we have struggle. There's a lot of, it's not so much the conflict, but there's a lot of structural blockages. I feel like there's a lot of orange color here. So I feel like there's something blocking a particular creative path, and that's needing some sort of new direction, and that will awaken a certain spirit within you that you really need to harness, because you're going to have a little bit of resistance. There's a lot of resistance actually, because this is something that is really imprisoning this spirit, and something needs to change really radically in order to move past this phase where you feel like, I think you feel a little bit tired, a little bit, pushed to your limits, but the victory is destined. It's something that will come once you see a specific truth about this situation. And I think this is work-related, adventure, possibilities, yeah, and abundance, yeah. I feel like this is work-related, and this is someone who is changing jobs, and in order for you to proceed in a way that is, it's like you have to clean your energy a little bit before you change, because if you don't, then you'll be stuck anyway. So you really need to change your ways in some manner in order for your creative potential to be manifested in a way that is joyful and it's not, you know, burdensome or because you are right in some particular conflict that may exist. I think you are on the right side, and you have, but the thing is, you have to have the correct arguments. You can't be unsure in the face of this energy, because you'll feel tested. You have to be sure, you have to be clear about what you want. That's it. Yeah, you have to be clear about what you want in order for you to be free from this stuck energy. And I think that in order for you to be clear about what you want, you have to have the direction. And I think that if you push too hard, it will be even harder. So you have to do things with a certain elegance. There's a certain feminine power that is needed here. And you have to allow that to manifest so that you can be authentic and not be, you know, making too much of an effort to seem something, to come across as something that you're not, that is forceful. Because with the Boar spirit, there is the tendency to be too forceful, to be a little bit rash, and to just focus on the strength you have and less on the direction. But the thing is, you have to, the two must combine, they must be in unison in order for it to move forward and not be just violent or just, you know, like annoying or irritating or even like tiresome for you. Because here with the struggle, if you stay too long, you know, in this state with the Five of Swords and the struggle, like feeling like you always being defeated, it will just keep you stuck in this cycle. And although your intention is good and you are righteous in your, let's say, demands, if you're not clear, if your mind is not clear, and if you're too focused on the negative, you'll be stuck. And there is the potential to move forward, and there might be even more than one option for you. If you're changing jobs, or if you're looking for a new job or new opportunities, they are there. There's more than one, and there's a lot of potential for your creative endeavors to be fruitful, be very, very fruitful. Actually, here with the Empress and the Abundance card, there's a lot, you know, to be created, manifested. It's something that brings a lot to the world. It's not only for you, it's not something that is selfish. It's major arcana. It's something that it connects you to a whole. So it might be a new company, a new group, that you're working with, and there's a lot of potential and a lot of possibilities. So keep your mind clear and open, and you can only achieve this kind of clarity if you don't, cycle through the negativity constantly. It's keeping you in a very stale, environment where you're constantly, trying to spark something, and it just fades. It just comes to this, negativity cycle, and you can't move on. Let me get some further advice on how to face this specific negativity. Oops. Two of Pentacles with change, and the Emperor card. So on a psychological level, I would say that you just keep in mind that things change, that if you're stuck in something, just allow things to change, because they will eventually. There's nothing that comes to one side that doesn't have the other. So just be mindful that this is just a natural flow, and don't force anything. And regarding the Emperor, on once again, more psychological level, I would say that keep your feet on the ground and know that there's structure around you. I would also say that on a more materialistic frequency, there's actually someone that you can lean on for advice and for, for holding your reality, in a way that's fruitful, because this is advice, right? This is not something, although the Emperor can be, a little bit overpowering and authoritarian, this is the advice. So the advice is that there is someone who can hold the structure if you're, cycling and unstable in your mind and your emotions, and you're not able to move forward. There is someone with this energy, and change your energy a little bit, and this person will naturally, have the space to give you something. So more about the possibilities and the outcome of this situation. Okay. I see. So the Moon and the Four of Cups and the Prince of Swords. So I think that these possibilities are not really, they are there, but they are very distant and kind of in a fog right now. So you can't really see it. So don't focus too much on these possibilities, on like trying to see what they are right away, and just trying, I want to know because I want to, follow a certain path or go through a certain process that I understand and that I can grasp. Don't worry so much about it, because in due time, they will reveal themselves to you. And I see that about the outcome, there is still a need, when you continue on this path, that you will be very happy with and very fulfilled with. And also that is something that is very abundant to you and to others. Be mindful that you might have to continue to work on yourself and to, balance this mental cycle that will have a certain effect on your feelings, but it's not like something that is very present. But at the same time, just be mindful that you wouldn't want to fall into those patterns again. And also, if you don't bring the emotions, try to clean your energy as much as you can, clear thinking, clear energy, because you will need a lot of mental and intellectual power to achieve your objectives. And although this is very creative and nurturing, I don't think it's too much of an effort, really. It's not just, this is not like mental effort. It's just availability. If you're using your resources in a way that they deplete you, and you won't have the availability. So make sure you have the headspace, make sure that your feelings are not taking too much space, and just allow this new phase of your life to be a little bit more peaceful on that front. Because even though you're still like dealing with everything, you're still processing what's happening around you. If you are more detached, it's clear, things get clearer, and you will see. So this detachment will make you see. So don't overthink. Don't put too much energy in like cyclical. Yeah, as soon as you see like there's a pattern of obsession and like spinning round in negativity, if the discourse is too negative, it's a lie. So you see, it's an illusion. So I would ask for help. I would seek out, seek something. Speak to people, speak to structured people who are, well established, who can help you manage. It might be some sort of therapy or coaching method, maybe. Don't be afraid to be, helped, because I believe that this energy is very good. It's not something that will come to oppress you or like deny your, creativity. Quite the opposite. It will just bring, this strength. You need other people. I think that it's boring if you're alone. It's your feelings get, muddy. So communication, very important. And, be mindful, this is a process. It will take a little bit of time, but I see months here. This is coming in the next 3-4 months. And keep the direction. Don't forget the direction is very important. So you have the power, you have the passion, you have the strength to go, and you have the creative, inspiration. It's very clear that you are an inspired person and you are a warrior, of life. But be mindful that if you're just warrior on your warrior spirit and you don't have a direction, you'll just be kind of creating conflict around you, and you'll feel stuck and you'll feel unhappy. The energy around you will not be positive, and you will get into this negative, thought pattern. So look forward to a beautiful, beautiful process of creation in your work. I do feel like this is a work-related situation, although of course, like every aspect of our life has some challenge that will, check on the other aspects of our personality, of our life. So You are a person who is going to create something very, very special and very abundant and important for other people too. So don't give up. And I'm very, very happy for you. And I'm very curious about what it is, because it seems like it's an amazing contribution for the collective. And I hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. It will help me immensely. I am just now starting out. And please also comment with your stories. I'm very curious about who is listening and your personal feedback on what I'm doing. I am now also available for personal readings, and all the details are on the description box below. So thank you so much for this, and I'll see you next time. Hello, if you chose the Doe card, this is your reading. The Doe. It's about subtlety and femininity and grace. I feel always that she's calling you to go to the light, to go on a new path. And I think that this is like a subtle call. It's something very delicate, very sweet, beautiful energy, very elegant. So now we're going for some tarot cards. Let's see what this Doe spirit has to advise you on your path. The Emperor card also came up in the first reading. 9 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, 4 of Swords, the Prince of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, and Prince of Cups. Okay, so now we'll get some extra tarot cards from the Osho Zen deck to see what we have for the Doe spirit. Stuck to the past. Go with the flow. Interesting. The Rebel, which is the Emperor card again. Oh wow. And Harmony. 10 of Cups. Wow. 10 of Cups, Prince of Cups. Wow. Stuck to the past and the Emperor 2 times. Okay, so clearly we have a feminine energy that is calling this person, this energy, subtly and with a lot of grace. And I don't know, there's like, it's like a texture, like a soft, there's a softness. I don't even know if there's a certain quality of the senses that I'm feeling now. Either it's something like a raspy voice, or like velvety. There's something velvety, like you're drinking something that's like foamy, like, you know, like a cappuccino or a latte or something foamy, or you're touching something very soft, like velvety. And connected to this feeling of your senses, there's a certain energy that is calling you. It's kind of, I feel like it's kind of in the subconscious. I'm sorry, but I see a masculine here either way, so this might be a man. And I feel like this man is being called to have a different way of expressing himself, because this emperor is very structured, is very, look at him, it's so symmetrical and balanced and square, very square. And this emperor here, he's not. He's someone who does whatever he wants to. There's something about the feet also, but these feet, this emperor is breaking the chains, and he has an eagle flying in a dynamic position. His hair is colorful and rich, and his robes are colorful, of different colors. He holds a fire, he holds the fire. He owns his own fire. He's not shackled, to anything, to any structure. He does whatever he wants. And I think that this is someone who is very conservative and is stuck in the past, is kind of trying to emulate something that is no longer, doesn't make sense anymore. Someone who has to let go and be a little bit more eccentric in order to achieve a certain balance. And also to achieve knowledge, because I think that this person, I think this person studies a lot, sees a lot of things, reads a lot, watches a lot of videos, maybe tutorials, tries to learn something, but I think that this knowledge is keeping him stuck. It's not really making him evolve. So this energy that is very soft, it's like a whisper, it's like a certain song, it's almost childish, it's pure, it's a fairy, is going to very subtly bring to his awareness a sort of truth, a sort of realization that although he was very stable in a certain material framework, his creative power will turn into something much more motivating. And I think that he was motivated by material gains, and then it's not so much that he will lose the money, but he will be motivated by something else. And I think it's something that is from the heart and from the soul. Prince of Cups is someone who knows their emotions, someone who has deep knowledge, understanding, and expressiveness of the emotional realm, and is someone who's highly creative. I see, look at that. I see someone who will be achieving different levels of creativity that is connected. Actually, I see that, with all the blues and with the Ace of Swords here, I see that the throat chakra is also quite involved in this, expressing some kind of truth, some kind of divine truth. this is actually someone who is very eccentric. I am so sorry, the video just stopped and I just continued speaking. And so what I was saying was that this is a person who is actually very eccentric and that will discover, a way to make their focus, the creative part of their life and expression, and not so much the money. And then I proceeded to take some extra cards to clarify how this message will come, this truth will come to clarify and remove this person from this stuck situation. And I have to, because it was so beautiful, I am not going to make this reading again. And I just really wanted to show you what happened afterwards. And so the Seven of Swords came out and the Lovers. And to me, this is like, okay, the channels are already open. So the message is coming in a very easy way. And you might just notice it and what it is when you kind of silence your mind a little bit and you realize, oh, but I heard that before. It's something that I already knew. It's not something that will come to you as a shock or as a surprise. You just have to choose to listen to that specific reality and to just focus more on the present moment and what is in front of you, and not be so stuck to past examples or how was it when, in the past, or how did this person did in the past. Just kind of ruminating on the past too much and trying to bring it to the present is not going to work. It's just bringing your creativity is being, kind of muffled. It's not so much that it doesn't exist, it's there, because clearly you're someone who has a lot of creative power and manifesting power, but it's just the focus that has to shift, So next I am so sorry, the video cut again, and I don't know what's happening today. It's something is kind of, I do see that maybe this is also a message for this reading. So maybe things will be a little bit, start, stop. And maybe that's why you will have a hard time focusing on what is important, but just, be mindful that you just have to empty your mind a little bit and focus on what really matters. So I asked for clarification on these two cards, the outcome, Seven of Pentacles and Prince of Cups. And these cards came out. I really wanted to keep this reading because I thought it makes so much sense and it's so beautiful. I hope it inspires someone out there. So Two of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and Six of Wands with a victory in the end. So, so beautiful. And so what I think happens here is that you don't have to give up your wins. This person does not have to give up. You just have to think a little bit differently and to kind of juggle a little bit between what your creativity is telling you to do, your impulses are telling you to do, and what your material motivation is asking you to do. So there's a balance there that you have to achieve. And also, I believe that this situation will get you out of some sort of memory. I don't know why it's not so much the tarot cards that are telling me that, but it's more my intuition. I think there's a specific emotional memory that is connected to the way you see your finances and the way you see your material wealth and what money means to you. There's a memory that you have to let go of. It's making your waters murky and muddy, you know, and your creative endeavors are kind of losing color. They're losing their shine, you know, if you just don't let go of that specific mindset towards the material aspect of your life. And if you do make this work, you will have, you know, the victory card. It's amazing card for creative endeavors. Whatever you do, you will be successful and you will be a victor. If you just see things a little bit differently, focus more on the present, less on the past, less on the memories you have and more on the what you feel right now, what you see in front of you right now, and the tools you have right now for you to use. Yeah. This reading was full of interruptions. I hope I get to kind of stitch this video in a way that is pleasant for you, because I didn't want to give up on this message, because I thought it was really inspiring and Spirit has this advice for you, and I hope you resonate with it. And if you did like this video, please hit the like button. I really enjoyed channeling this message. Please subscribe to the channel because it will help me so much. I am just starting out, so please comment also with your stories. I would really love to see and to learn more from you and to have your feedback. And I am also now available for personal readings, and all the information is in the description box below. And yeah, beautiful reading. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you very soon. Bye. So if you chose the beautiful water dragon, this is a reading that is going to be about passion, depth, and connection. This is water, so it's all about the emotions. It's all about how you feel, how you connect. But I also feel like being a dragon, it's also kind of a transpersonal energy, something that connects you to the collective, to a wider group, not so much your own emotions towards something very specific, but more your emotions in a broader, more excuse me, it's a more like bird's eye view, So we have the 9 of Pentacles again. We already had it in the previous reading, and I swear I shuffled these off camera, so there's no way. This is Justice card, Emperor card again also, Wheel of Fortune, 8 of Wands, Knight of Cups, and the Tower card in the end. Okay, beautiful. Some sort of an epiphany that is destined for this person. And I think that this epiphany is going to come in the form of some proposition, some proposal. Okay, next we have trust, the Lovers, the High Priestess. Okay, and the Nine of Pentacles. Very interesting. I actually feel like we have to get you an extra card. Here it is. Let me see if I can put it. Here. Aha, okay, the Creator. So there's going to be some very quick information coming in. It's something that is destined. I don't believe you know what it is already, although something in your gut is telling you to hear this voice. This is inner voice, High Priestess inner voice. But I do think that you won't need to wait for long, because there is someone, highly intuitive person, that is coming with an offer. It can come in any form, because I think the focus here, the focus of your reading is very transpersonal, has to do with a collective. But there's someone that is coming with some information that is very important to you. It will change your life. And I think it's such a revelation for you that you will realize the power you have. Because I think it's kind of a coming of age, coming of age story. I don't know. I don't feel like there's a specific age coming through, whatever age you are, but there's like a really fast maturation coming in. Because the Nine of Pentacles with the maturation, it makes me feel like it's something that takes time. There's the fruit is on the tree, and day and night is cycling through this tree and making the fruits plump and juicy and ripe. It takes time, right? But I don't think it will. It's like you have this very, green and hard fruit in one day, and the next day it's ripe. It's perfect. It's just perfectly, the flavor's perfect, the smell, the touch, the colors. So it's time to harvest. I think you'll be very, very surprised. And I don't think you will be surprised once, actually. I think you'll be surprised, constantly surprised. And I think that this person, it can be romantic. It might not be, but it can be someone you would imagine would be perfect. But once you realize the purpose of that person in your life, you'll be very surprised, because it's not what you think. Whatever you're thinking, it's not what you think. It's kind of funny. So whatever you feel like this is what it is, like there's a certain definition, it's not. And you will feel something in your gut. There's something in your gut feeling that's kind of nagging you. There's something, I feel like you can feel something already, but you can't really put the finger on it. You just have to trust. You have to follow your inner guidance, follow your instinct, follow your guides. This is also I also believe like this reading is this part here. So this reading, you, by chance, if you believe in chance, by lucky, your lucky star brought you here to hear something that is going to be, you won't have a lot of time to process right now. It will just come to you. You will hear it with sound. And there's someone coming in with an offer. And after that person comes with an offer, after you listen to this, that person comes with an offer, it will blow your mind. And you will feel like a whole different person after this. It's like day and night, or night and day. Depends on your perspective. I'm very curious. This is a very interesting reading. So, who is this person? More about this person. Okay, so we have the Strength card. And the Judgment. Wow, 2 major arcana. So, the Judgment and the Tower card. Wow. What I just want to know a little bit more about the outcome before I speak further. Look at all these. This fire is going to be, wow. I'm not gonna lie, it's going to be a very disruptive, intense. Let's see. Hangman. Okay. You will see things from a very different perspective. It will change your mind. It will rock your world. It will be something that will allow you to have a whole different perspective on life, and you'll see yourself very differently too. You'll have the ability to do things that you never thought you could. Never ever thought you could. I was a little bit scared because sometimes, the Tower, Judgment, and all these disruptive energy, I was like, oh my God, is this someone who is passing to the other side? Also with the Knight of Cups and with the transpersonal, the transpersonal energy. I was like, okay, is this person being released in some, released in some capacity from this life? In some, some reading, I would possibly consider this, but because of the maturation, I don't think so. Because maturation and the Creator, this is something else. This is just moving on. But it's just, I feel like this is someone who is very, very intense, very connected to the collective, someone who feels very intensely everything, and who is very deep. The perceptions are just so, they go really, really deep, and it might be a little bit overwhelming, once this happens. But the advice is to surrender to the change, because what's coming after it is amazing. The dream. Dreams come true. dreams will come true for this person. And I also think that this dream is it's a dream that it's not something that you had before this event. It's like you will see possibilities where you're just going to dream even bigger. That's what I believe. With the creator and the dream, you'll have a whole new way of dreaming, a whole new perspective that will make your dreams even, huge. Like you were already ambitious, and I think you were very stable in your position, although there's something nagging you, something in your gut feeling that's telling you, okay, change is coming, I don't know what to do. There's an advice here in this reading. If it resonates, please take it. But if not, I think that things will just start moving. And when this person arrives, you'll feel like it's such a deep, you feel it in such a deep way. There's no way to go around it. And you'll realize that, okay, this is the time to change. This is the time to do what I feel like is right and follow what I'm really, really passionate about. I think like these two together is like surrendering to your passions. Surrendering to your passions. And dream the dreams you never dared to dream. Break free from the mold. Break free from whatever were the expectations you had. They were wrong for you. They were not fitting you. Wow. Incredible. Very inspiring. Very motivating reading. It's really beautiful to see how people motivate each other, change each other, and make each other better and evolve, together and impact the collective like that. It's very beautiful. So yeah, I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please hit the like button. I'm so sorry for the noise. It's going away. So yeah, if you did like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It will help me so much because I'm just starting out, and I would love to know all about your stories in the comment section. I am now available for personal readings, and all the details are on the description box below. So thank you so much once again, and I hope to see you very soon. Bye.